This is episode 159 of the 1 Year Bible Reading Plan. This is Poetry, Proverbs 2 through 3, the Orthodox Study Bible. My son, if you receive the words of my commandment and hide them within yourself, your ear will be obedient to wisdom, and you will incline your heart to understanding. You will entrust it to your son as an admonition, for if he calls upon wisdom, and you utter your voice for understanding, if you seek perception with a strong voice, if you seek her as silver, and search for her as treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord, and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom, and from his face come knowledge and understanding. And he stores up salvation for the upright. He will protect their journey, that he might guard the ways of his ordinances. And he will carefully guard the way of those who reverence him. Then you will understand righteousness and judgment, and accomplish successfully every good path for yourself. For if wisdom comes into your mind, and the perception in your soul seems to be good, then good counsel will guard you, and holy thinking will keep you, that it might rescue you from an evil way, and from a man who speaks nothing trustworthy. Woe to those who forsake the paths of uprightness, so they may walk in the ways of darkness, who delight in evils, and rejoice in evil perversion, whose ways are crooked, and their paths devious, so they may cause you to be far from the straight way, and a stranger to righteous judgment. My son, do not lay hold of evil counsel, nor forsake the teaching of your youth, and forget the divine covenant, for it establishes its house with death, and its paths beside Hades with the dead. All who journey there do not return, nor do they lay hold of straight paths, for they do not comprehend the years of life. For if they walked in good paths, they would find the smooth paths of righteousness. The inhabitants of the land will be good, and the simple will be left in it. For the upright will dwell in the land, and the holy will be left in it. The ways of the ungodly shall perish from the land, and the lawless shall be banished from it. My son, do not forget my laws, but let your heart keep my words. For length of days and years of life and peace they will add to you. Do not let almsgiving and faithfulness forsake you, but hang them upon your neck, and you will find grace. And provide good things before the Lord and men. Trust in God with all your heart, and do not exalt your own wisdom. In all your ways know wisdom, that she may cut a straight path for you, and your foot will not stumble. Do not rely on your own discernment, but fear God and turn away from every evil. Then there shall be healing for your body and care for your bones. Honor the Lord from your righteous labors, and offer him the first fruits from the fruits of your righteousness, that your storehouses may be filled with abundance of grain, and your winepresses may gush with wine. My son, do not despise the instruction of the Lord, neither grow weary under his reproof. For whom the Lord loves he instructs, and chastises every son he receives. Blessed is a man who finds wisdom, and a mortal who sees discernment. For the profits gained from wisdom are better than the treasures of gold and silver, and wisdom is more valuable than precious stones, and nothing evil will withstand her. She is well known to all who come near her, and no honor is worthy of her. For length of days and years of life are in her right hand, and in her left hand are riches and glory. Righteousness proceeds from her mouth, and she carries law and mercy upon her tongue. Her ways are good ways, and all her paths are in peace. She is a tree of life for all who cleave to her, and she is security for those who lean upon her as upon the Lord. God by wisdom founded the earth, and prepared the heavens with discernment. With perception the depths were broken up, and the clouds flowed with dew. My son, do not be careless, but keep my counsel and thinking, that your soul may live, and grace may be around your neck. And there will be healing for your flesh, and care for your bones, that you may walk confidently in peace in all your ways, and your foot may not stumble. For if you sit down, you will be without fear. And if you lie down, your sleep will be pleasant. And do not be afraid of intimidation when it comes upon you, nor of the attack of the ungodly when it comes at you. For the Lord will be over all your ways, and he will plant your feet firmly, that you may not be shaken. Do not withhold doing good to the needy when you may give a helping hand. Do not say when you are able to do good, come back tomorrow and I will give you something, for you do not know what the next day will bring forth. Do not devise evil things against your friend who dwells beside you and trusts in you. Do not be ready to quarrel with a man in vain, lest he do you some harm. Do not incur the reproach of evil men, neither seek their ways, for every lawless man is unclean before the Lord, and he does not sit among the righteous. The curse of God is in the houses of the ungodly, but he blesses the dwellings of the righteous. The Lord opposes the arrogant, but he gives grace to the humble. The wise shall inherit glory, but the ungodly exalt dishonor. That concludes installment number 159 of the One Year Bible Reading Plan. I hope you enjoyed.